وَأَنَا الْعَاقِبُ. And he said, I am the Aqib. Al-Aqib, he himself explained it. There is no prophet after me. لَيْسَ بَعْدِي نَبِي. So Al-Aqib means the successor. The word seal is not appropriate because that's khatam, but what it means is that the one who cuts off, basically. The one who is at the end is the best phrase here. Al-Aqib, the one who comes at the end. And then he said, I am the Nabiyyur Rahmah. And I am the Nabiyyur Tawbah. And you understand Nabiyyur Rahmah. And Allah calls him Rahmatan lil Alameen. I am the Nabiyyur Tawbah, which means I am the prophet that is the prophet of repentance. I am the source of repentance, meaning that by believing in me and by following my teachings, people can be forgiven. And I am Al-Muqaffa. Al-Muqaffa here means that the one who comes at the end and makes the previous prophets complete, or the one who makes the message of the previous prophets, there's no need anymore because we have the full message or the complete message of the Prophet ﷺ. And in one hadith he called himself أَنَا نَبِيُّ الْمَلَاحِمِ. I am the prophet that will signal lots of trials. And that is because the biggest trials that the world has ever seen will occur with the ummah and during the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. Trials such as the Dajjal, and trials such as the 3 major earthquakes that will signal the end of time, and trials such as the coming down of Isa ibn Maryam and the Mahdi. All of these major trials, they will occur within the ummah of this Prophet ﷺ. So he called himself, I am Nabiyyul Malahim. And this is a description that is more of a warning for us and for those who oppose him, that there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations in his time. And there are other names that are mentioned in the Sunnah, and there are other descriptions mentioned in the Qur'an, and inshallah in the course of our lectures and series we will be talking about some of them.